She thought I'd never find out. But I heard her plan, and destroyed it before she could.
Don't miss the next twist. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell for more interesting stories like this.
If you had asked me a year ago what my future looked like, I would have told you about the house Sarah and I were going to buy, about the vacations we were planning, about the little company we had started to build together, just two dreamers in love, making something out of nothing. Now I'm sitting alone in a half-empty apartment, wondering how someone I trusted with everything, my money, my heart, my dreams, could rip it all away like it was nothing. I guess I should start at the beginning. Maybe it'll make more sense that way. Maybe it'll help me understand how I became so blind. Sarah and I met when I was 26, she was 24. It was one of those stories that sounds like a fairy tale when you tell it at weddings. I was managing a tech startup. She was doing freelance graphic design. She designed the logo for our company. I fell for her creativity, her ambition, her laugh. We were married 2 years later. Small ceremony. Just family, and a few close friends. It was perfect. For the first few years, we were unstoppable. She supported every crazy idea I had. I supported every art project she chased. We saved aggressively, invested carefully, lived way below our means because we had a plan. Retire early, travel, build something lasting. By the time we were 30, we had a joint investment portfolio worth almost $450,000, 2 rental properties, and a steadily growing emergency fund. We weren't rich, but we were on track to have a life most people only dream about. I thought we were solid. I thought we were a team. But somewhere along the way, cracks started to form. At first, it was small things. Sarah became more distant, more secretive with her phone, more girls' nights out. That ended with her coming home after midnight, smelling of wine and perfume that wasn't hers. I told myself she was stressed, that she deserved to let loose, that after years of grinding, maybe she just needed a break. I didn't want to be the controlling husband. I didn't want to be the guy who didn't trust his wife. But something inside me itched. A quiet little voice, whispering that something wasn't right. I ignored it. Until the night I couldn't. It was a Thursday. Late March. Cold rain tapping against the windows. Sarah was home, but she didn't know I was back early from my meeting. I walked into the house quietly, setting my keys down, kicking off my shoes. I heard her voice before I saw her. She was in the study, door cracked open, talking on the phone. I don't know why I paused. Maybe it was the tone of her voice, hushed, urgent, excited. I know I shouldn't have listened. But I did. And what I heard shattered me. He doesn't suspect a thing. We'll wait until after the bonus hits the account. Then I'll file. I'll say I want a clean break. Friendly. No lawyers. He'll give me whatever I ask for. He's too proud to fight. A laugh. Soft. Cruel. Once the papers are signed, we cash out everything and start over. Just you and me, baby. I stood there frozen, heart pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. This wasn't just cheating. This wasn't just a fling. She was planning to gut me financially. Take everything we had built together. Erase me like I was a mistake. I backed away from the door, slipped out of the house as quietly as I had come in. I sat in my car for almost 2 hours, staring at the dashboard, trying to process it. Trying, and failing, to understand how the woman I had built my life with could be planning my destruction like it was a business transaction. The next few days were a blur. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I needed a plan. I contacted a lawyer, a shark with a reputation for being ruthless in divorce proceedings. I quietly separated my personal bank accounts. I moved half of our joint savings into a secure account under my name only. Perfectly legal, we both had access. I installed hidden cameras in my office and the living room. I started recording everything. I played the long game. Because if Sarah wanted to turn our marriage into a war, she was going to find out I wasn't the easy target she thought I was. Over the next month, I gathered proof. Photos of her meeting her business partner at hotels. Screenshots of her transferring funds from our accounts to private ones she hadn't told me about. Recordings of her phone calls, playing every step of her betrayal. Every file I gathered felt like a dagger in my heart. But I kept going. Because I refused to be the victim. When I finally confronted her, it wasn't a screaming match. It wasn't a soap opera. It was cold. Clinical. I handed her a folder, thick, heavy, undeniable. I watched her face go pale as she flipped through it. At first, she tried to deny it. Then she tried to cry. Then she tried to blame me. "You were so busy with work. You stopped paying attention to me. I didn't know how to tell you." I didn't say a word. When she realized the tears weren't working, she got angry. "You can't do this to me. You owe me half." I smiled. "You're right," I said. "Half of what's left." Because thanks to my lawyer, thanks to the careful steps I had taken, thanks to the evidence I had gathered, Sarah was entitled to exactly half of the accounts she hadn't already tried to steal. Which wasn't much. She tried to fight it. Of course she did. But the evidence was overwhelming. The judge saw through her lies immediately. In the end, she got a fraction of what she thought she would. No hidden fortune. No cozy new life with her affair partner. Just death she had to explain. And me? I walked away with my freedom. Battered. Broken. But free. It's been 6 months now. I'm not okay. Not yet. Some days, the betrayal still hits me like a punch to the gut. But other days, I wake up and realize I'm still here. I'm still building. Still dreaming. Without her. And honestly, for the first time in a long time, I like my odds.